He did his own show on YouTube, a YouTube series called Hansen versus Predator. And he looks like, since the moment he got caught cheating in that own little sting operation by the Inquirer, it looks like that's the moment he started drinking and didn't stop until he started shooting these episodes, because he just looks like a big shiny potato now. Like, yeah, he's bloated. He's got that alcohol bloat, and he's sweaty and red faced and every one of them.
Well, he actually doesn't look like that anymore, because his story goes on for a little bit longer, Jeremy. Yes, in 2015, the show that you're talking about, Hansen versus Predator, Chris Hansen starts a Kickstarter for the show, right? And he's like, hey, everybody, I want to start, finding these freaks and these damn pedos and shit again, and send me some money and we're gonna make shit happen, right? Something like that.
That's a direct quote from the Indiegogo, I think.
Right, and people were all jacked about it. It raised $79,000. It hit the goal, and Hansen says, hey, by the way, in December, you're getting all of your Kickstarter shit, guys. You're getting your fucking voicemail from Chris Hansen. You're going to get a Chris Hansen mug. You're going to get a Chris Hansen t-shirt. It's going to be awesome, and it's all coming December of 2015. And then he went off Twitter. So
which wrestling promotion did you say he ran back in the 90s? Which one was it?
I think half of them. So February 2016 pops up, and Chris Hansen says, hey guys, by the way, the show, we're shooting them. It just got shot. Our production had to go dark while we were doing this, which is why you didn't hear from me. But the show is on its way. And then people were like, okay, but what about the stuff? And Hansen's like, what stuff? Well, I can't hear you. It's breaking up. So 2 more months go by, and Hansen says, hey, everybody, it's in the mail. It's happening. It's going to be very soon. Don't worry about it. And then more months go by. Eventually, 2017, Jeremy, a year and a half after people are supposed to get the rewards in December of 2015, Chris Hansen buys $13,000 worth of merchandise from a vendor of all of his stuff. He's finally going to send these people, and wouldn't you know it, his check bounces. Oh, my God.
I had no idea that he was so painstakingly unprofessional. I really didn't. I was just, that tells you right there I wasn't part of the quote TCAP community. I had no idea that he was basically every single wrestling promoter I worked for in the late 90s.
So we're sitting here and we're going, okay, Chris Hansen took the money and ran. He did get that show started. It was called Hansen versus Predator, but all of the money by the Kickstarter, it was $79,000. Like I said, it financed the show, and then the show got picked up by cable, and people were kind of like, hold on a second, we just financed this cable show and we didn't even get our shit. And speaking of the shit, yeah, Chris might not have had the money. He didn't even call the motherfuckers to leave a voicemail. Do you know?
Like, a long distance bill, son.
That's
He's still got an old house phone with long distance charges on it.
7 months later, by the way, the guy at the vendor service, so he gives Chris 7 months. He calls him and he goes, hey, Chris, man, what the fuck's going on, bro? This check bounced $13,000. You kept on saying you were going to pay me. What's up? And Chris goes, brother.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he said.
He said, I swear to God, he said, I'm going to send you another check. And he goes, I just sold a boat earlier today. So by the end of the day, the money is going to be in there. And that check bounced too. I love it's always
follow the bouncing check.
Oh, and Chris Hansen owed $250,000 in back taxes because the day. And the reason we know this is because after the second check, the guy, obviously, the vendor calls the cops. That's felony grand larceny or whatever. That's felony check bouncing, and he turns himself in. Radar Online does an investigation. They find $250,000 in back taxes that he owes. He owes over $1 million on his house at the time. He owes money to American Express and several others. So Chris goes
Apparently
on YouTube.
He didn't leave home without it.